We know that Donald Trump has been growing a little bit concerned about Fox News and their devotion to him. I mean, after all, they employ Chris Wallace and Shep Smith. These are hosts that have been critical of Donald Trump recently, and especially when it comes to this Ukraine story, they're willing to say it looks bad for him. On that topic, even both the Fox and the Friends, they have said a couple of times that it looks bad for him. Overall, they're defending him, but they've acknowledged that it looks bad at the very least. And recently, just yesterday actually, after it was announced that Donald Trump was gonna be pulling US troops out of Syria, allowing Turkey to go in and potentially massacre the Kurds that have helped us for so many years in Syria and Iraq and our conflicts in the area, they were very critical of him. Now, yes, they were matching a lot of elected Republicans who were also critical of the move, but even on Fox and Friends, again, they were willing to criticize Donald Trump, and that's the sort of thing that has frustrated him to no end in recent weeks, and it's perhaps why he's been looking for an alternative to Fox News. Now, we've been talking about this in the past, and I've often speculated that if he were to jettison Fox News, he either needs to start his own company and bring over Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham or whatever, or possibly go to OAN. But that's difficult and hard to imagine because it's one of the most amateurish media operations in literally the entire country. It turns out I was being a little bit obtuse. There's another option. It's not a 24-hour-a-day cable network, but there is a source of hard right, crazy conspiracy theory pushing media that he can rely on, and he has started to rely on it. And that is Breitbart. You might have seen in the last week, he's tweeted out multiple Breitbart polls showing that only about 1% of the American public supports impeaching the president. I was shocked to find that out. So shocked that I didn't even feel the need to look at other polls. I just trusted what Breitbart said. But he's been doing that so much that even SNL has picked up on it. So here's a screenshot from their most recent episode with Giuliani there holding up an official Breitbart Office Poll. Should Joe Biden be impeached? With 121% of the public saying yes, they should. So people are starting to get that Breitbart is his, I guess, last resort when it comes to quote unquote journalism. And so I was curious about this and I decided to take a trip over to Breitbart and see, are they sort of getting that they might be able to step into Fox's place? Are they trying to appeal to the president, or are they just doing the normal job of a right-wing news media? Well, I went and I looked at their most recent Breitbart news poll and was surprised to find out that in the question, should the DOJ investigate Joe and Hunter Biden, 96% say yes. That's exciting. I expect that Trump will be tweeting that out soon. And then that at least sort of is at least polling their audience. But they also try to just like directly appeal to Donald Trump. I found this as well, a Breitbart poll. Do you still stand with President Trump, with him giving the thumbs up? What is the purpose of that? Like, can you imagine if MSNBC had that about Obama? They would be rightfully attacked over it. That is just designed so that when Trump goes to the website, he sees that and thinks, they've got my back. I like that. And so I decided, you know what, let's take a broader view. Let's just take a look as of this morning when I did my research, what is the front page of Breitbart? What can we learn about their strategy? So I loaded it up and here you go. Let's take a look at that. So you can see that on their trending topics, Ukraine witch hunt. So none of this looks kind of bad for him talk. None of this, I don't know what he's gonna do talk. It is a witch hunt explicitly. NBA hearts communist China, forgetting of course that Donald Trump congratulated China on the birth of communism literally like 72 hours ago. So they've moved past that. Pocahontas busted. They're using literally the nicknames that Trump wants to refer to Democratic primary contestants. And then just directly, his latest tweet about Hillary Clinton, that's their front page news. And so they've got his back there. Will Democrats' impeachment push fail? With a big happy picture of Trump at one of his rallies. And then if all of that isn't explicit enough, that this is about replacing Fox News as his go-to media and getting that Trump bump on his Twitter. If you scroll down a little bit, I found two articles right up against each other. So take a look at this. So they quote Kilmeade as saying, Northeast Syria pullout a mistake. Ooh, Trump, look at that. Trump even looks sad in that picture. Look at Kilmeade. He doesn't have your back. He's calling it a mistake. He's saying you're wrong. And then right underneath, one of their op-ed writers says why President Trump should follow his gut on foreign policy. So look at this Kilmeade. This guy is turning on you, he's betraying you. We've got your back with our op-eds. You should follow your gut. We're not even gonna pretend that you should follow your brain because we know that that's Swiss cheese at this point. Follow your gut and we'll always have your back. And so, look, he's had a sort of weird history with Breitbart. He attacked, Bannon back in the day. Bannon obviously, instrumental in setting it up and all that, at least in the early years. And but now they get that this is where the base is. This is where the right is. They want conspiracy theories and Trump defense. That's all they want. And they're going to give a better, more distilled, pure version of it than Fox News is currently able to do. And I have a feeling that Trump is going to find that incredibly appealing. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.